Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Hope you guys are having a nice week. Getting ready for the weekend here. Got a full slate of games today. We have 15 matchups after a light 9 slater yesterday. So, yeah, a lot of good action on the board. Hopefully we have a good weekend, good positive weekend. That would be nice. Before I get started, go and like and subscribe, guys. Support the channel. You guys have been killing it. And go ahead and check out my links in the description below. Have two great bookie offers for you, one with BetUS and Bovada. BetUS got 125% match on your initial deposit. Those are my top two bookies that I pretty much use every day. Yeah, just love the site. They have great loyalty programs. You can get a lot of rewards on both those sites. And Bovada has great offers as well. So go ahead and check those out. Get in on the action. Those are in the links below. And yeah, we're going to hop right into it here. 15 matchups, starting with the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Chicago Cubs. Pitching for the Diamondbacks is Zach Gallen with an ERA of 3.86. He's 1-4. Pitching for the Cubs is Zach Davies with an ERA of 4.35. He is 5-6. The Cubs opening up as the favorites at -135. Arizona +125 with the over-under at 8.5. The last start for Gallen, he's 0-1. He pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. For Davies, he's 0-1, pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Not too much of a pitching advantage in this matchup here. Not a matchup I'm excited about. Way better matchups on the board here, but I think I'm going to go with the Cubs here. Just take the better team in this matchup. Zach Davies, he's been all right for the Cubs. Not enough value for the Diamondbacks to take him as the underdog play here. So I think I'm going to go with Chicago. Next matchup, we have the Atlanta Braves versus the Philadelphia Phillies. Pitching for the Braves is Max Fried with an ERA of 4.41. He is 7-5. Pitching for the Phillies is Zach Wheeler with an ERA of 2.44. He's 7-5. Philly opening up as the favorite at -130. Atlanta +120 with the over-under at 7.5. The last start for Fried, he is 1-0. Pitched 7 innings, gave up no runs, and had 7 strikeouts. Really good performance from Fried in that last on the mound. Last start for Wheeler, he is 1-0. Pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Yeah, I really like Zach Wheeler on the mound. I'm going to roll with the Phillies. I definitely probably going to tease this over-under here at 7.5. You can get it around 6, 5.5. I think that's the way to go. I'm going to lean with the Phillies. I like Zach Wheeler. Max Fried's been pretty solid as well, but I just like the Phillies in this matchup. All right, next matchup, we have the Washington Nationals versus the Baltimore Orioles. Pitching for the Nationals is Patrick Corbin with an ERA of 5.66. He is 6-8. Pitching for the Orioles is Jorge Lopez with an ERA of 6.04. He is 2-12. Washington opening up as the favorite at -126. Baltimore +116 with the over-under at 9.5. The last start for Corbin, he's 0-1. Pitched 5 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 3 strikeouts. For Lopez, he's 1-0, pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Corbin's had a rough couple starts on the mound here. Jorge hasn't really been that great. He's been both pitchers have been giving up their fair share of runs, in their starts on the mound. I like the Nationals in this matchup. I just don't like the value with the Orioles at +116. I'm just not going to do it. And from here on out, I'm going to try. Whenever I pick an underdog, I'm going to. Hopefully, you guys would assume, or if not, if I'm taking an underdog on the money line, I'm 1,000% taking them on the run line as well. So, if these underdog teams are losing by 1 run, that's still a win for me because I'm still adding them to parlays and stuff, taking them +1.5 and some behind the scene, live bets and stuff. So any underdog that I love the money line on, I love them +1.5 also for safety reasons because I'm all about the safety. But yeah, we're going to take the Nationals. Not enough not enough in it to take the Orioles. Maybe if it was around 130, 140, I feel like there's more upside with the Orioles here, so I'm going to lean with the Nationals here. Next matchup, we have the New York Yankees versus the Boston Red Sox. Pitching for the Yankees is Garrett Cole with an ERA of 2.62. He's 10-4. Pitching for the Red Sox is Eduardo Rodriguez with an ERA of 5.19. He's 7-5. The Yankees opening up as favorites at -110. Boston +100 with the over-under at 8.5. The last start for Cole, he's 1-0. Pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 11 strikeouts. For Rodriguez, he is 1-0. Pitched 5 innings, gave up no runs, had 8 strikeouts. Both pitchers coming off really good games here. This is a tough one for me because I do like Garrett Cole on the mound. And the fact that the Yankees aren't being favored more is kind of very, you could say, suspicious. Usually when Garrett Cole's on the mound, they're bigger favorites. So, the Yankees have had some success against the Red Sox, winning their last couple of meetings with Boston here. Not enough in it for me to tank the Yankees at -110. I just think there's way better value with the Red Sox, +100, a team that's been playing very well. Yankees, the Yankees have picked it up since the All-Star break here, but Eduardo coming off a really nice game, only allowing 4 runs in his last 3 starts on the mound. I like the Red Sox. I'm taking them +100 here. You could really go either way here. Once Garrett Cole comes off the mound, though, the Red Sox are probably going to start hitting. So I'm going to lean with Boston here. And I like them up +1.5 as well. Next matchup, we have the San Diego Padres versus the Miami Marlins. Pitching for the Padres is Joe Musgrove with an ERA of 3.22. He is 5-7. Currently don't know who's pitching for the Marlins. Be sure to check that out when that does get released. San Diego opening up as massive favorites at -233. Miami +175 with the over-under at 8. The last start for Musgrove, he's 0-1. Pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Let me see. Their last... Let's see. Yeah, like the Padres here, super big favorites. Going to add them to the favorites parlay. I do like Joe Musgrove. He's been really, pretty stellar for the Padres here. Don't sleep on the Marlins, though. Marlins, big underdog value at +175, And when I'm recording these lines change all day long. So maybe the Marlins, it'll go up more. Maybe it'll go down. But if you can still get the Marlins at maybe 160 and higher, I still think that's a great value for an underdog round robin play. But, we're going to go with the Padres here to take care of business. Next matchup, we have the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Cincinnati Reds. Pitching for the Cardinals is Wade LeBlanc with an ERA of 4.31. He's 0-2. Pitching for the Reds is Tyler Mahle with an ERA of 3.93. He's 7-3. Cincinnati opening up as the favorite at -150. St. Louis +140 with the over-under at 9.5. The last start for LeBlanc, he's 1-0. Pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 3 strikeouts. For Mahle, he is 0-1. Pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Kind of a semi-rough game for Mahle in his last matchup there, but I do like the Reds here in this matchup against the Cardinals. The Reds, coming off some losses against the Mets here, and then the Brewers, rough outings against the Brewers. I like Cincinnati in this matchup, -150. Don't hate the Cardinals at +140 for a nice little underdog value if you want to go with the underdog route, but I'm going to roll with the Reds here. Next matchup, we have the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Cleveland Indians. Pitching for the Rays is Josh Fleming with an ERA of 3.93. He's 7-5. Pitching for Cleveland is Zach Plesac with an ERA of 4.19. He is 5-3. Tampa Bay opening up as slight favorites at -116. Cleveland -105 with the over-under at 8.5. The last start for Fleming, he's 0-1. Pitched 4 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 1 strikeout. for Plesac. He is 1-0, pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Basically, in a pick'em here, I think I'm going to roll with Tampa Bay here. Josh Fleming's actually been really good for the Rays. And I like Tampa Bay. That's just kind of how it is. Their last matchup, Tampa Bay won 4-0 over Cleveland. And, just going to roll. Surprise, the money line is not a little bigger for Tampa. So I think it's a pretty, great spot for Tampa Bay here. Next matchup, we have the Toronto Blue Jays versus the New York Mets. Pitching for the Blue Jays is Steven Matz with an ERA of 4.43. He's 8-4. Pitching for the Mets is Tyler Megill with an ERA of 2.62. He's 0-0. The Mets opening up as slight favorites at -118. Toronto plus 108 with the over/under at 9. The last start for Matz, he's 1-0. Pitched 5 innings. Gave up no runs and had 2 strikeouts. For Megill, he's 0-1. Pitched 6 innings, gave up no runs, and had 2 strikeouts. Decent value for the Blue Jays here. Getting Toronto plus 108 with the hitting power that Toronto possesses is always scary. And you never know when it's one of those nights where they just pump out 10 or 12 runs. I think it's decent value, plus 108. At -118, I don't know if I really trust the Mets here. I'd much rather take Toronto, plus 1.5. Take them on the money line too in this matchup. The thing with baseball, especially if you're new to betting it and just new to baseball, if you can have these elite pitchers start, and for the most part, they're playing maybe 5 to 7 innings for the most part. Most of my losses from this brutal MLB season is having my faith, putting my money on these great pitchers, and they're giving out no hitters, barely giving up a run. And the second they put in the bullpen, these guys just give up runs like crazy. So don't let these numbers fool you with really good guys. Megill's a really good pitcher, good ERA, but don't let that sway you from taking an underdog play here. That's anytime, because if you guys watch baseball, so many times the same inning when the new pitcher comes in, he'll go off a homer the next pitch. So you got to factor that in too. These starting pitchers aren't playing the whole game; they're playing half the game. So you got to have faith in the rest of the bullpen too, to really take big favorites as well. So just a little tip right there. So I'm gonna roll with the Blue Jays here. Next matchup, we have the Chicago White Sox versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Pitching for the White Sox is Lucas Giolito with an ERA of 3.90. He's 8-6. Pitching for the Brewers is Freddie Peralta with an ERA of 2.39. He is 7-3. Milwaukee opening up as slight favorites at -115. The White Sox plus 105 with the over/under at 7.5. The last start for Giolito, he's 1-0. Pitched 9 innings, gave up 1 run, had 8 strikeouts. For Peralta, he's 0-1, pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Tough matchup here, really is. Hard to really evaluate this game. 2 really good pitchers on the mound and 2 really good teams. Really there's just no value in taking the Brewers in a very competitive pitching matchup here. I like the White Sox plus 1.5. I think that's my play here at plus 105. With the low over/under, I think I'm going to tease the over/under. If you can get this game at over 5.5 or over 5, I think that's a really good play. But close game here. Runs will probably be hard to come by. I think I'm going to take the White Sox plus 1.5. Next matchup, we have the Detroit Tigers versus the Kansas City Royals. Pitching for the Tigers is Willie Peralta with an ERA of 1.64. He's 3-1. Pitching for the Royals is Chris Bubik with an ERA of 5.03. He is 2-4. Kansas City opening up as the favorite at -120. Detroit plus 110 with the over/under at 10. The last start for Willie, he's 1-0. Pitched 7 innings, gave up no runs and had 4 strikeouts. He's only given up 1 run in his last 3 starts on the mound, which is amazing. Last start for Bubik, he's 1-0. Pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 4 strikeouts. He's given up 5 runs in his last 3 games altogether. So he's given up 15 runs in his last 3 starts. I think this line's going to change depending on when you guys are seeing this video, but I just think Detroit's underpriced here. I think Detroit should be the favorite. Willie Peralta's been really good on the mound for Detroit here. Hop on Detroit before they maybe end up being the favorites. But getting Detroit at plus 110, insane value. We're taking Detroit here. All right, guys, next matchup we have the Los Angeles Angels versus the Minnesota Twins. Pitching for the Angels is Alex Cobb with an ERA of 3.96. He's 7-3. Pitching for the Twins is J.A. Happ with an ERA of 6.15. He's 5-5. Both teams currently in a pick'em at minus 105 with the over-under at 10. The last start for Cobb, he is 1-0. Pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. For Happ, he is 0-1. Pitched 7 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Cobb's only given up 2 runs in his last 3 starts on the mound. Happ, he's given up 15 runs in his last 3 starts total. I feel like I'm always on the wrong side of these pick'em scenarios here, but this one lines up pretty good for me. I do like Alex Cobb. I mean, he's been really good on the mound for the Angels here. Happ gives up a lot of runs. That's just safe to say he does. So I think I'm going to roll with the Angels here. Better pitching matchup. Huge pitching matchup for the Angels. I'm surprised they're not favored more. Maybe they'll move to be a little bit more of a favorite, like minus 115, minus 120. But, I'm going to stick with the Angels here. All right, next matchup, we have the Texas Rangers versus the Houston Astros. Pitching for the Rangers is Colby Allard with an ERA of 4.06. He's 2-7. Pitching for the Astros is Jake Odorizzi with an ERA of 4.09. He is 3-5. Houston opening up as the favorite at minus 235. Texas plus 200 with the over-under at 9. The last start for Allard, he's 0-1. Pitched 5 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 1 strikeout. For Odorizzi, he's 0-1. Pitched 3 innings, gave up 4 runs, and had 1 strikeout. Look, Houston let everybody down in their last game. I believe, against the Royals. I think it was the Royals. I don't even remember. Or was it Cleveland? They let us all down. Massive favorites. Ended up losing by 1. This is a redemption game to get our hearts back. We know how good Houston is. And like I said, the Rangers have been playing poorly. I don't hate the Texas plus 200 play. These plus 200 plays hit pretty much all the time. More than multiple times a week. So I don't hate the Rangers on the plus 200 play. I think the Astros take care of business here. I mean, Texas losing to Detroit yesterday didn't look very good against Detroit. Astros, I think they should come out hitting here against Colby Allard and the rest of the bullpen. I'm taking Houston, but I don't hate the Rangers on the underdog play. Next matchup, we have the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the San Francisco Giants. Pitching for the Pirates is Chad Kuhl with an ERA of 4.31. He is 3-5. Pitching for the Giants is Johnny Cueto with an ERA of 4.01. He is 6-5. The Giants opening up as the favorite at minus 175. Pittsburgh plus 165 with the over-under at 8.5. The last start for Kuhl, he is 1-0. Pitched 5 innings, gave up no runs, and had 3 strikeouts. For Cueto, he's 0-1. Pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. I do like the Giants in this matchup. Pittsburgh all season, they've been kind of big underdogs, and they've definitely pulled off their fair share of surprises and upsets here. Not much of a pitching advantage here. I just think the hope is the better team comes out to play here. It's hard to just make the Pirates my main money line play and they get beat 8-0. So I'd much rather go out picking the Giants, a team that's more than capable of getting a win. and the better team. So, I'm going to roll with the Giants here against the Pirates. All right, next matchup, we have the Colorado Rockies versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Pitching for the Rockies is Chichi Gonzalez with an ERA of 5.99. He is 3-6. Pitching for the Dodgers is David Price with an ERA of 3.12. He is 4-0. Dodgers opening up as massive favorites at minus 370. Colorado plus 260 with the over-under at 9.5. I'm sure as I'm recording that the money line will go down. I bet they'll probably end up hanging around minus 300 to minus 280 or somewhere around there. We'll see what happens with that line movement. Last start for Gonzalez, he is 0-1, pitched 4 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 2 strikeouts, and that his last start was against the Dodgers. And then the last start for Price was against the Dodgers, pitched 4 innings, only gave up 1 run and had 4 strikeouts. Yeah, love the Dodgers here. Obviously no value in them going straight up money line, but add them to your parlay. David Price has been unbelievable. We saw Colorado steal a win in that series. Who knows, at plus 260 or however much they are, plus 250, whenever you are seeing this, definitely worth a shot. I mean, the highest underdog value on the entire slate. Add them to a little underdog round robin or a straight up play. Put $5 on the Rockies, and wouldn't surprise me one bit the way the season's going if they pull off the win. But rolling with the Dodgers, add them to your parlay. Let's hope they come and take care of business with Price on the mound. Next matchup, we have the Oakland Athletics versus the Seattle Mariners. Pitching for Oakland is Frankie Montas with an ERA of 4.33. He's 8-8. Pitching for the Mariners is Yusei Kikuchi with an ERA of 3.83. He is 6-5. Oakland opening up as favorites at minus 110. Seattle plus 100 with the over-under at 7.5. The last start for Montas, he is 0-1. Pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 7 strikeouts. He's only given up 5 runs total in his last 3 starts on the mound. Kikuchi 0-1, pitched 5 innings, gave up 7 runs and had 7 strikeouts. Yeah, Kikuchi coming off a rough game, been solid all season for Seattle here. Not enough plus money for me to take Seattle. Getting the better team at minus 110, I think is always a steal. So I'm going to roll with Oakland. I'm definitely probably going to tease that over. That's a very low over-under that I do like a lot. And that's going to be it for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Friday. And hopefully you guys cash out. And I'll see you guys Saturday. Have a good one.